Maverick. Um, this will be the intro to ECW month that will be happening from now until the 29th. Basically, ECW started as an independent promotion in the eastern part of the world, through Philadelphia and stuff like that. It was called Eastern Championship Wrestling from 1992 to 1994. In 1994, it changed from Eastern Championship Wrestling to Extreme Championship Wrestling. And the way that happened was in the NWA World Heavyweight Championship match, or NWA World Heavyweight title tournament, where the franchise threw down the NWA World Championship and proclaimed himself the ECW World Champion. We go from that to the birth of Extreme. And ECW, I believe, is responsible for everything we got in the Attitude Era. Everything we got, with pushing the creative envelope a little bit. ECW was responsible for that. And ECW really did change the game when it came to professional wrestling. And I accredit ECW for getting me back into wrestling, because the products at the time of the WWF, which is now the WWE, and WCW, wasn't going to that level, wasn't pushing the creative envelope like ECW was. ECW was something that we all wanted as wrestling fans, and it gave us exactly what we wanted. It gave us girls, it gave us blood, guts, violence, all the stuff that we wanted in professional wrestling. ECW provided. It's like Paul Heyman said, ECW was the nirvana of professional wrestling. And that's exactly what it was. It came in, it shook up the ground, it created moments that we still talk about to this day, like the infamous Terry Funk Sabu match, going back to Born to Be Wired 1997, where they main evented in a barbed wire match. And that's the first time, I believe, in North America a barbed wire match took place. ECW was also responsible for spurning off companies like Combat Zone Wrestling or XPW, or a lot of these independent deathmatch companies came from the catalyst of ECW. Ring of Honor came from the catalyst of ECW. If ECW would have stayed around through 2002, I believe Ring of Honor would have been shaped very differently. And I believe it would have been ECW, wouldn't have been Ring of Honor. I believe ECW would have went in that hybrid wrestling kind of context that we got in early Ring of Honor days. But ECW was the catalyst for a lot of change. And this month, we are going to delve into ECW, both good and bad. We're going to talk about the positives and the negatives of ECW. So join us on Wrestling with Maverick as we journey into the extreme. Till next time.